Right, they're like, hey, check out the new screen. You're like, oh, I guess that size of that screen means this is how big the phone will be.
Yeah, like when you've got to outsource everything. Because I think, like, for the first couple iPhones, like, it was one company that was just making them. But now you get screens from this.
How is the video quality?
Of what? The new one?
The new one, yes.
I
Is
don't
it just
know.
the same?
I don't know.
I watched a fine documentary on mine last night while walking to the Comedy Cellar.
Oh!
Very well done, yes.
Oh, was it?
Oh, my God, it was so telling. Yeah, I wanted to see it before I commented on it, the porcelain documentary about me. So I did.
You mean the worm?
The Worm Has Turned. I did watch it.
As the worm turns?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And I figured I'll watch it for 10 minutes. I'll say this. He gets a lot of it obviously wrong.
No.
I know.
I don't think so. I watched the whole thing. And to me, I was like, finally, I'm just glad the truth's out there.
But he's, I got to say, it was funny, man. And he's he's obviously a guy who can't stand me. But, it made me laugh. The line that made me laugh the hardest was when he was talking about my drinking, and he said, after a couple of years of light mischief.
Yeah, he really did.
He really was a bit of a sarcastic cunt.
Yeah, he really did downgrade your addiction.
Yes, he did.
He downgraded that. And he also, I was glad that finally it was put out there that you and I do need to be called to task.
Yes.
For the fact that we have not shown reverence enough for the careers that were gifted to us
yes.
by Greg O.P. Hughes. So
yes.
we should take this moment. First of all, I would again like to apologize to Scorch. I do think that needs to be out
there. That is one you genuinely owe.
Yes, but I think that both you and I, as it was pointed out in the documentary, do need to say that we are grateful for our careers being gifted to us.
Yes, they were. Well, first I had Tough Crowd gifted to me.
Yes, that's right.
But really took away my accomplishments.
At no point. I was watching that.
Porcelain didn't concentrate enough on my accomplishments and my hard work.
That's right. I was watching it on YouTube, and I was like, you know what? I'm glad somebody pointed out finally that at no point have you ever earned anything.
No, it was just kind of gifted to me.
Right. Also, I need to start watching my back because if I'm watching, I hadn't realized because I've only got on the reality that I've seen. But as I watched that, I was like, Jim is a very disloyal person. I need to make sure that I'm not betrayed.
But I felt that he underplayed the barbs Opie and I were throwing at each other. He really did not give them the biting commentary they deserved. He called them two middle-aged men. Fucking. There was some really funny lines in it. And it's like you're watching something about yourself and you're like, of course you don't like it because he's shitting on me.
How could you?
But you can't deny that he's a funny writer. I mean, whoever wrote that and the way it was done, it's funny.
Also, the fact that it's done in a British accent makes you believe that it's true. Like there's no sort of like, I'm ribbing you. Like no elbow to the ribs.
Yeah, no. This felt like it was a BBC documentary expose done on me. But anyway. I can't deny that it was
normally
funny.
What you refer to as BBC.
No, it's not. No, not the good kind.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna shit. But yeah, hey, look, it was funny, man. And I guess the guy has what is it? Not Indiegogo, not GoFundMe, not.
He's looking to get some money.
Kickstarter? No, Patreon. There you go, Patreon. So he has a Patreon. He's looking to do more documentaries.
Are you encouraging that?
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I would say.
But he's, you know what? He did one. I think he did one on Matter East. Like the bottom line is, he's funny. I can't say he's not funny. I would love to tell him it was terrible, but it wasn't.
I have to be honest. I did watch the Matter East one too.
Yeah,
it was very unkind and very hilarious.
It was funny. I mean, yeah.
These things they're not nice or truthful, but it's you know what? It's funny to me, the amount of work that goes into it. That somebody is sitting there. Going through and they find clips and they make an hour-long thing just as a goof. Like that to me is like, this is so weird. It's kind of like on one end you go, it's nice to have fans, but then on another end you go, this is more like president of Selena's fan club type fan. So I don't know how nice
the dedication to it though. The thing that was impressive was like he cared about being funny, and it was like I figured I'd watch a few minutes of it because I was going to mention it, but I wanted to at least see what the tone of it was. I knew it would be shitty, but I was on my phone walking to the cellar and I watched it, and I was standing outside the cellar and I went in, I did my set, and I came back and I watched the rest of it walking back. So
unbiased and truthful.
Yep, very 100% accurate on the money.
That's right.
I was worried the narrative would be anti-Jim Norton, but thank God it was just perfect and on the money. I want to shit my pants.
Let's get back and we'll talk about whether or not we're still on this iPhone bandwagon.